in socioeconomically disadvantaged areas, especially environmentally disadvantaged areas, you have higher rates of respiratory problems, cardiovascular conditions, diabetes. And then you take a look at why that is, and you see that the entire community is centered around car infrastructure.
You have I-80, you have the tollway, you have I-57, all major truck routes, diesel fumes. We always are like one of the worst air quality areas.
Redlining is a government-sanctioned program in the 1930s that divided cities up into regions where the D-grade areas were often poor Black immigrant areas, and those areas did not get trees. They felt that these communities wouldn't fight back, and these highways were just put right in the middle, so they divided school districts and divided entire towns and even neighborhoods at times.
We kept coming across a term that was really new in the literature called tree equity. It's not an accident that a community like Markham has fewer trees. Communities that are under-resourced are more impacted by floods. There's fewer trees to help absorb the water. The soil is more degraded in urban areas. We compact the soil, and we don't put anything there that helps build Mother Earth back up. It's not conducive for building a healthy community.
As we learned more and more about trees, we saw that trees can't fix everything, but they can address a lot of the inequities that we have in our society. Trees contributed to shade. Also, trees hold on to soil and they hold on to water, so they really prevent flooding. Trees also clean the air. They filter out pollution.
When we started doing the research, we've learned about greening efforts and seen how that can improve pregnancy outcomes, how it can improve social outcomes.
Environmental co-benefits is when you do one thing for the environment, but it brings along a lot of other benefits.
We've conducted surveys to get feedback, and people have indicated strongly that they would like to have more spaces to be able to be outside and walk and enjoy nature.
We have designs for the library and had input from everybody in the community.
Libraries are a hub of a community. It's where a senior citizen goes to get a book, or maybe there's a health fair and they'll go and get their blood pressure checked. It's also where moms go with their toddlers to do story time.
Today we're here at the Markham Public Library, converting 3,000 square feet of lawn by planting trees and native plants.
Origins and One Tree Planted have been working together for over 5 years. And we've done projects in over 39 countries. To date, we've planted over 2.3 million trees.
We're going to have on our little prairie path a variety of native plants, ornamental trees, story walk, signs. The prairie path will be used as an outdoor classroom.
When you're planting the trees, you're creating that community buy-in. They're coming and they're helping be a part of it. They're getting their hands dirty. And then as the tree grows, they're helping to care for it. So that's building empathy within the community.
We just didn't want to come into a community and say we're just going to plant trees and leave. We knew the focus was really the community, that they have a sense of ownership.
The reason that we choose native plants is that there'll be less maintenance needs. It's better for the environment, better for the soil, better for biodiversity.
Keystone species are the most important species environmentally of the tree species that you can plant here, meaning that they support the most insects and caterpillars.
If we're smart about selecting keystone species, we're going to do more good for more pollinators, more birds, more mammals, everything down the line.
I've been involved in the birding part of the protocol, which means we're going to monitor the bird diversity over time and see how this planting affects that. So at the baseline, we have those 7 bird species. Over time, we're hoping to see that number really grow, especially with the different migratory patterns. There will be a little birding nook in the library itself for the community to learn about the bird species that are in this area.
We use 2 free apps. One is Merlin and one is eBird. So we've already become designated as a eBird hotspot here at the library.
It's important for the library to connect with our youth here in Markham so that we can start encouraging them to be readers at a young age.
The students love being outside. They love digging in the soil. The students can take their gardening skills to their home and plant a garden at their house.
Trees are an upstream intervention that can change the environment for people to make them healthier.
When we increase this biodiversity and increase the accessibility to this green space, we also increase the walkability, which is a great thing for physical health. Even seeing a bird or hearing a bird can improve mental health scores for 8 hours afterwards. Birdsong is associated with increased feelings of calmness as well as decreased stress and depression.
Being able to be more active allows people to have more dopamine receptors going off, blood pressure goes down, diabetes, obesity.
Just being around greenery, studies show that our cortisol levels go down. There's some elements that trees release that are shown to potentially reduce our blood pressure as well. And also just the sounds that trees make, the dappling of the sunlight that they do can make us feel better. Kids that played in soil from forests had a healthier microbiome than kids who, kind of played in what we call like low biodiversity areas like a sandbox.
I'm really hoping that the walking path will bring the community together so that children, young adults, and seniors have a place to be.
At Origins, we believe it's not only our responsibility to protect the environment, but also to support community-led projects like this one.
This urban forestry project fits right in with our mission of One Tree Planted, which is to foster a sustainable and resilient future through innovative, nature-based solutions rooted in the science of trees.
Planting this prairie of trees alongside the students in the community, alongside city council, alongside the library members, it's something that is going to be here forever.
If you are in nature and you appreciate nature and you get your hands dirty, you're going to protect nature because you understand what it is that you could lose.
This is one small way where our children can feel connected to the earth and their community.
Hopefully this is a movement and a recognition that green space matters. The ability to get outside and walk matters.
Communities of color need more investment. It may seem minuscule, but a project of a walking path and reading a story along the way, it just adds beauty and it adds value to the Markham communities.